Tracking the pulse of the road and the future of flight. From viral trends to policy shifts, we cut through the traffic to bring you the stories that drive us. Your fast-track guide to everything on the move starts right now. From the Billionaire News Channel studio to Mellow 947 BFM, sitting in for Paula Del Rosario, I'm Gie Barroga. And this is Shift Happens. We begin with the latest in mobility. Good news for motorists as massive fuel price rollback takes effect Tuesday. The Department of Energy or DOE says diesel will drop by 9 to 11 pesos per liter, gasoline at 3 pesos and 90 centavos to 5 pesos and 90 centavos per liter, and kerosene by 9.82 to 11.82 pesos per liter. The DOE attributes the reduction to falling global oil prices following the ceasefire agreement between the United States and Iran. The Energy Department adds that despite ongoing tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, this week's fuel price adjustments are expected to hold. For undecided drivers who want to go electric, Senate President Win Gatchalian has filed a bill seeking additional incentives to reduce the country's dependence on imported oil and accelerate the transition to electric vehicles. Under Senate Bill number 2270, the measure seeks to amend Republic Act number 11697 or the Electric Vehicle Industry Development Act, also known as the EVIDA law, by extending fiscal and non-fiscal incentives from 8 to 12 years and imposing a 0% import duty on electric vehicles, including related equipment and infrastructure. The bill also introduces additional non-fiscal incentives for EV users, including waived or discounted parking fees, toll-free access to dedicated EV expressway lanes, and a Buy Now, Register Later program. It also raises the minimum allocation of exclusive EV parking slots to 20% of total parking spaces, with a 5% increase every 5 years. Now, back on our streets, when people think of mobility, they often think of commuting, personal transport, or the movement of goods. But in times of emergency, mobility takes on a far more critical role. It can mean the difference between life and death. From fires and road crashes to floods, earthquakes, and additional disasters, emergency response vehicles serve as the front line of public safety, allowing responders to reach communities quickly, deliver life-saving assistance, and coordinate rescue operations under challenging conditions. Across the Philippines, the Bureau of Fire Protection or BFP operates specialized vehicles such as fire trucks, rescue trucks, ambulances, and water rescue units to respond to a wide range of emergencies. As cities grow and roads become more congested, reaching incident sites quickly can be a challenge, making speed, mobility, coordination, and public cooperation essential to effective emergency response. Beyond the vehicles themselves, successful emergency response depends on trained personnel, advanced equipment, effective communication systems, and a well-coordinated approach to public safety. As disaster risks continue to evolve, so too must the tools, strategies, and mobility solutions that help protect communities across the country. To discuss the important role of emergency response vehicles in saving lives and protecting communities, we are joined by Fire Senior Superintendent Anthony Arroyo, Chief of the Public Information Service of the Bureau of Fire Protection. Hi, Sir Anthony. Welcome to Shift Happens. Thank you so much for coming over.
Hi, Ms. Gie. On behalf of the Bureau of Fire Protection, under the leadership of our officer in charge, Chief Superintendent Wilberto Rico Neil A. Quanchu, thank you for having me here. And correction, Superintendent.
Superintendent,
Yes,
okay.
Not senior or superintendent.
Okay.
Soon to be.
Thank you so much for that correction, Sir Anthony. But of course, we're here to talk about the role of Bureau of Fire Protection. Kasi sir, pagka BFP people, parang common knowledge lang, it's you're responding to fire incidents. But let's now break it all down. What is the role of BFP in all the disasters that are happening actually, not just in Metro Manila but across the Philippines?
Yes, Ms. Gie, no? Actually, that is true. The Bureau of Fire Protection is only 25 years of age, no? And we started with our mandate and function due to the Republic Act 6975, 1990, which is the DILG Act. So our main function and duties is to enforce the fire code or the fire safety laws. Then we investigate all causes of fire, and we respond to any fire suppression. And it's inherent as well that when there's somebody needs rescue, so we will do the rescue. But we transition from that function to Republic Act 9263, that is the BFP Professionalization Act 2004. So from there, our emergency medical services were added as well. And we also established the Special Rescue Unit, we call that during that time. And eventually, the Republic Act 11589, which is the very latest, no, the BFP Modernization Act 2021. So from that, we can say it from a dependent low-tech firefighting bureau into an elite, highly professionalized, multi-hazard national and rescue force. Again, the BFP encompasses the fire prevention, education, law enforcement of the fire safety education, fire safety laws, which is the Fire Code of the Philippines, the Republic Act 6975, and as well as we respond to all disaster, man-made or natural disaster, as well to all fires and emergency medical services, as well as hazardous materials, to include the CBRN, no? We call it the hazardous materials component, and we are as well part of the component of the National Disaster Risk Reduction Council of the Philippines.
To actually help you with all these disaster response that you were doing, it's important to have emergency response vehicles. Let's talk about the different types of vehicles that you are using at BFP, because of course each vehicle is for a certain disaster.
Yes, to include that, we have presently we have personnel of 40,000 strong men and women assigned all over the Philippines, and to man that resources, we have the infrastructure as well as the as you mentioned, the different types of vehicle. So basically, we have the fire engine, as we call it, the fire trucks. So we have a total of 1,000 or 3,002, no, as of now. And we still have many fire trucks in the pipeline, okay, for procurement. So out of that fire trucks, we have we call it the mini pumper, that is 749 gallons below. And we have the pumper as well, the 750 to 1,499 gallons, then the tanker. So that is the breakdown of our fire engine or the fire truck. And also we have the aerial ladder trucks, total of 33 nationwide. So the ladder trucks or aerial ladder trucks, it's commonly the 18 meters or 23 meters and 32 meters with that could respond to any height of that equivalent, no? Or higher end units, we have 42 to 50 meters. Then aside from the aerial ladder, we also have the water tankers. That is the more or 1,500 gallons and more. So we call that water tankers. We also have rescue trucks, 36 actually, no, that can carry extrication tools, cutting equipment, ropes, and rescue gear for vehicle crashes. And one of the most number of emergency medical responders and emergency medical services as well. We call these the ambulances and the ambulances and the like. No, we have 567. So total of ambulances, and we have also 4x4 rapid response vehicles and rescue boats, and even collapse structure search and rescue trucks, rescue disaster and equipment trucks, rescue bandwidth equipment, and other hazardous material or hazardous vehicle now located in Region 11 and BARM. So, ganun po karami ang ating equipment na minamanage all over the Philippines. So, as I mentioned earlier, na hindi lang po limited sa firefighting ang BFP. Maaasahan niyo po sa anumang sakuna, anumang pwedeng mangyari kahit sa water rescue ay we can respond and help po.
Sir Anthony, I was able to ride a fire truck like a few years back. Pero it's for a feature that I did in the past. And sabi po nung nagda-drive, sobrang bilis na nun, Sir Anthony. Pero sabi nung nagda-drive, alalay pa daw po yun kasi may sakay na hindi naman, of course, we're not really responding to fire at that time. Pero a curious question is, gaano ka bilis lang po dapat yung speed ng mga fire trucks? Because we know that, of course, our emergency vehicles have the right of way when it comes to our roads.
So, bago yan, Ma'am G, no? Before I answer that, alamin muna natin yung characteristic ng fire. Fire doubles in every 30 seconds and in 3 minutes time ay pwede siyang mag-flash over. Ibig sabihin, simultaneously ay pwede siyang lumiyab lahat ng mga bagay na susunog sa loob na halimbawa ng kwarto or bahay. So in 5 minutes time ay pwedeng from one house to other neighboring houses na. So kailangan po within that time period ay we could immediately respond para hindi na po magkaroon ng conflagration and we can easily confine the fire. So yun po yung habol natin. As much as possible, ay dito lalo na sa Metro Manila, in 5 minutes ay we could respond to the said fire to really prevent it from totally engulfing all the area nearby, no? And prevent conflagration. So ang ating strategic location ng mga fire station within the Metro Manila, nag-conduct na tayo ng time and motion na capable po to respond yung within each kilometer radius sa loob ng 5 minuto. However, outside of National Capital Region, since mas malalayo ang distansya ng ating mga fire station sa isa't isa, so hindi man natin ma-meet yung 5 minutes, no? Pero as much as possible, in 7 minutes ay makaresponde ang ating first responder or first fire truck to respond sa fire kung fire po ang involved. So yan po ang ating goal dyan, yung golden hour or golden minute na ini-include natin.
Sir, you mentioned earlier about water rescue vehicles. And ngayon, sir, umuulan na. Ang lakas po ng ulan last night. So, how's the preparation like for you, especially po na, of course, Metro Manila roads, lagi na po yan, every year, binabaha. What's your preparations like po? So
again, no, as part of our mandate sa any rescues, kahit sa water rescue nga, we have a total of 48 rescue boats. No? So meron tayong full size diyan na 4. Ibig sabihin talagang full size siya na firefighting vessels. Deployed to sa flood and water rescue operation. We call that the Marine Fire Search and Rescue or MFSR units, no, largest or larger motorized boats. So yan po ang ating mga preparation. Identified naman natin ang mga flood-prone area. So yun po naka-standby ang mga water assets natin. So kung talagang kailangan lumisponde ang ating mga responders sa area na yan, ay kaya po maka-respond po.
Sir Anthony, on the BFP modernization law, of course, it's important to have, of course, different modernization, technology. How are those helping with your response when it comes to the disasters? Since parang nag-evolve na din sila, sir, throughout the years.
Yes, salamat ma'am at nabanggit niyo yan, Ms. G. No? Ang part of our modernization, hindi lang po sa recruitment, patuloy na training sa ating mga personnel para talagang mas specialize yung ating mga training para matugunan yung mga pangangailangan talaga ng ating mamamayan. Kasi ang as much as possible, ang goal rin natin ay magkaroon tayo ng resilient communities. No? At kasama dyan ang procurement of modern technology. No? So, nabanggit nyo, no? Marami kami ang procurement in the pipeline. No? Maliban dyan sa mga fire trucks, meron tayong mga amphibious, ambulance, mobile command vehicle, and other firefighting mga robot, no? Firefighting robot, multipurpose. Malaki po ang advent of technology to help us to really mas maging elite sa aming function and duties.
Nagamit yun na yung robot, sir?
Again, it's still in the pipeline. In the pipeline po. Medyo na delay lang ang procurement pero malapit na po.
Okay.
But we have as well, no, yung nabanggit ko kanina, way back ng dependent pa ang mga city and municipal fire station sa mga local. So, ibig sabihin, ang local, even now, no, marami pa tayong mga local government unit na continuous ang support dahil sa out of 100% na collection of fire piece nationwide, umaabot tayo actually, Ms. G, ng 4 billion no, annual collection. Ang 20% kasi niya na ibabalik sa local for the modernization din ng respective local government unit. So, meron na tayong mga procurement din, hindi lang nationwide, no, yung mga procurement sa respective LGU, lalo ng mga mayayaman na mga local government unit, nakapag-procure na nitong mga kagamitan tulad ng mga yung firefighting robot, no? Dito sa Metro Manila, halos sa mga mayayamang city ay meron ng firefighting robot po. Pero sa mga other provinces, yung mga metro cities natin na sa Visayas and Mindanao, meron na rin po to the procurement din po ng ating 20% out of the collection ng fire code fees. So,
parating na.
Yes po. Pero nationwide po, again, this is in the pipeline po sa aming mga undelivered na procurement.
Of course, like any other people po, no, emergency responders also experience challenges on the road. But before you answer that, sir, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll discover how emergency response vehicles play a critical role in public safety and disaster response, from fire trucks and rescue units to ambulances and water rescue vehicles that help save lives during critical situations. Stay with us as we talk to Fire Superintendent Anthony R. Arroyo. We'll be right back. You're tuned in to the Billionaire News Channel and Mellow 947 BFM.
Looking for the perfect escape? Discover Club Nalu, a serene beachfront retreat where stillness meets style. Nestled along the quiet shores of Bacnotan in La Union, Club Nalu is designed for slow mornings, ocean breezes, and moments that help you unwind. From cozy rooms and sun-drenched villas to relaxing spaces inspired by nature. Every corner invites you to pause, breathe, and recharge. Club Nalu, come as you are and leave feeling a little lighter. Book now at clubnalu.ph.
And we're back. This is Shift Happens. For those who are just tuning in here at the Billionaire News Channel and Mellow 947 BFM, I'm Gie Barroga, and we're still with Fire Superintendent Anthony Arroyo of the Bureau of Fire Protection. So, Sir Anthony, what challenges on the road did you experience, and of course, your people are still experiencing right now, especially with congested roads that we have here in Metro Manila specifically?
Isa sa pinaka-challenge talaga ay yung heavy traffic, no? So kahit yung nabanggit ko kanina, we do the time and motion that we could respond within 5 minutes, no? We consider it only sa mga yung less traffic. Pero pag heavy traffic na talaga, yung no movement of any traffic flow, so talagang nakaka-delay. Pero again, no, ang pag-responde namin ay at ang pagharang nito ay maaring ituring na banta, no, sa public safety kasi hindi natin alam kung buhay ba or mahalagang ari-arian ang nakasalalay sa pagresponde ng aming mga responders. So talagang kami po ay nakikiusap sa publiko na pag dumisponde po ang fire trucks, ambulances, no, kung talagang pwedeng tumabi ay pagbigyan po at maraming umaasa sa aming agapang pag-responde po. So isa yun sa mga challenges. Pangalawa po ay yung very narrow road ang mga some areas dito. Lalo na po sa mga kinukonsider namin na fire-prone area. Identified na rin natin yan kung saan yan. Yung mga paulit-ulit madalas nangyayari ang sunog sa area na yan. At kung titingnan natin yung how to penetrate in that certain location ay napakahirap po. Dahil maliban sa makitid yung daan, very narrow road, ay kung gabi, lalo na, ay ginagawa pang parking area. So talagang hindi na passable ng aming fire trucks, kaya ang ginagawa na lang natin ay magladlad po ng napakahabang hose from the main road na accessible sa fire trucks natin. So just imagine, Miss G, no, yung isang hose natin ay may length po ng 50 feet. No? So kung halimbawa po ay nasa 500 feet, so maaring kailangan po kami maglinya ng halos 10 na linya bago kami makapenetrate doon sa mismong seat of fire or kung saan nangyayari ang sunog. So sa mga ambulances din na rumiresponde ang ating mga emergency medical services, no, yun din ang mga challenges natin. Marami pa rin po ay very inconsiderate, no? Kaya ang pakiusap namin, maging responsableng mamamaya naman, no? Kapag may narinig na emergency vehicle ay magbigay daan, ay maaring tumabi, no? At hayaan makaraan ang mga emergency vehicle na yan, at wag rin mag-tailgating.
Yeah.
Marami rin kaming na-observe niyan, no, dahil sa bigat ng traffic ay nag-take advantage din habang rumiresponde ang aming mga emergency vehicle.
Nakasunod.
Marami pong nakasunod at maraming na-aksidente lalo sa mga ganyang mga senaryo, Misty. So yan po ang mga challenges dito sa NCR. Sa mga metro city, ganun din po. Pero other provinces, yung condition naman ng road, no, meron tayong mga rirespondihan na napakataas, no, na hindi kayang akyatin ng fire truck, kailangan pa magbawas ng tubig para lang makaangat, no, kasi napakabigat. So yan yung mga challenges natin, yung mga road condition. Meron pa some areas na talagang kailangan by foot ang ating pagresponde, hindi kakayanin ng mga sasakyan. So yan po ang usual na ating nararanasan. Kung ano naman, kung tag-ulan naman, maraming portion dito, no, sa halimbawa sa Metro Manila na hanggang more than sa knee deep ang depth, no, ng mga floods. So as much as possible, we will not compromise yung aming mga mahalagang gamit din. Meron kami mga special vehicle for that, so hindi na namin nilulusob.
Yeah. Sir
So,
Anthony, we're running out of time here, but as my final question to you, this is somehow personal. What is your advice para yun sa mga solo living? Kasi paano sila dapat mag-react to an incident, to an emergency response? Kasi normally po ang magiging reaction lang matataranta. But what's your paano dapat nagre-react on events like this?
Yes, napakagandang tanong, Miss D, at kailangan ng lahat yan, no? Be calm, first and foremost, no? Maging calm lang, at huwag kalimutan, pag humingi kayo ng tulong, makakarating agad, lalo na ang BFP, no? Huwag kalimutan yung numerong 911, that's 3-digit, madaling i-recall, at lahat po, nationwide po ay covered na yan. So kung kailangan talaga ng tulong, kahit anong tulong ang nabanggit natin kanina, sunog ba yan o anong emergency yan, kailangan ng ambulance, tumawag lang sa 911 at makakarating ang inyong BFP, at pwedeng magbigay ng instruction habang kausap kayo sa 911. No, ang ating mga responders mga call takers doon ay trained din as mga first aider at other mga kailangang gampanan na sakuna. Then huwag kalimutan po yung kaligtasan din ng sarili. Kung kailangan mag-evacuate, no. So sound the alarm, advise the fire department, fight the fire kung kailangan, no, and then evacuate para sa kaligtasan.
Okay, he is Fire Superintendent. Parating pa lang yung Senior Superintendent. Pagbalik dito ni Sir Anthony, Anthony Arroyo of the BFP. And thank you so much for coming to the show, sir.
Again, Ma'am G, thank you for inviting us again. So sa uulitin po.
Yes. And that concludes our round of the stories driving the industry forward. I'm Gie Barroga. Join us again tomorrow on Shift Happens, your fast-track guide to everything on the move. Keep it here on the Billionaire News Channel and Mellow 947 BFM.